Have you ever noticed how some people seem calm, focused, and in control no matter what life throws at them? While everyone else rushes through the morning, checking notifications, reacting to messages, and starting the day already overwhelmed, these people move differently. They seem grounded, intentional, unshaken. For years, I wondered what separated them from everyone else. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. And it definitely wasn't motivation. The answer was something much simpler. A routine. Not just any routine, but a way of starting the day that trains the mind before the world gets a chance to influence it. The Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived in a world full of uncertainty, pressure, and challenges. Yet they developed a mindset that allowed them to remain calm when others panicked and focused when others became distracted. And it all started with how they approached the morning. Most people wake up and immediately give control of their attention away. The first thing they see is a screen. The first thing they consume is someone else's opinion. The first thing they react to is something outside their control. Before they even get out of bed, their mind belongs to the world. Stoicism teaches the opposite. The first moments of your day should belong to you. Because whoever controls your attention controls your life. The morning is not just the beginning of the day. It is the foundation of the entire day. If the foundation is weak, everything built on top of it becomes unstable. My life began changing when I stopped treating mornings casually. Instead of reaching for my phone, I started reaching for awareness. Instead of reacting, I started reflecting. Instead of rushing, I started preparing. The first practice was simple. Silence. No notifications. No social media. No unnecessary noise. Just a few moments alone with my thoughts. At first, it felt uncomfortable. Modern life conditions us to seek constant stimulation. We become addicted to noise. But silence reveals something important. It shows you the state of your mind. When there are no distractions, you begin noticing your thoughts more clearly. You notice fears. You notice worries. You notice mental habits that usually stay hidden beneath endless entertainment. The Stoics valued self-awareness because you cannot improve what you refuse to observe. After a few minutes of silence, I moved to the next step. Reflection. Before the day began, I asked myself a simple question. What challenges might I face today? This comes directly from Stoic thinking. Most people expect the day to go perfectly. Then they become frustrated when reality refuses to cooperate. The Stoics prepared for obstacles in advance. Not because they were pessimistic. Because they were realistic. They understood that delays, mistakes, criticism, and unexpected problems are part of life. When you expect challenges, they lose their power to surprise you. You become proactive instead of reactive. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "How should I respond?" That shift changes everything. After reflecting on potential challenges, I moved to another Stoic practice that completely changed the way I approached life. Gratitude. Not the shallow kind of gratitude people often talk about. Real gratitude. The Stoics frequently reminded themselves that nothing in life is guaranteed. Not health. Not comfort. Not success. Not even tomorrow. This wasn't meant to create fear. It was meant to create appreciation. When you stop assuming that everything will always be there, you begin valuing what you already have. Every morning, I started identifying a few things I was genuinely grateful for. Sometimes it was my family. Sometimes it was my health. Sometimes it was simply another opportunity to improve. This small habit shifted my focus away from what was missing and toward what was already present. And that shift made me calmer. Because dissatisfaction often comes from constantly focusing on what you lack. Gratitude reminds you of what you already possess. The next step was physical movement. The Stoics believed that the body and mind are connected. A weak body often creates a weaker mind. A stronger body supports a stronger mindset. You don't need an extreme workout. You don't need a complicated fitness plan. You simply need movement. A walk. A run. Stretching. Exercise. Anything that wakes up both the body and the mind. I noticed that on days when I moved early, my focus improved dramatically. My energy increased. My thoughts became clearer. And my discipline became stronger. Because discipline grows through action, not intention. Many people spend hours thinking about improving their lives. Very few actually begin. The morning is your first opportunity to prove something important to yourself. That your actions matter more than your excuses. After movement came planning. This is where most people make a critical mistake. They start the day without direction. They hope things will work out. They react to whatever appears in front of them. The Stoics believed in intentional living. Before beginning work, I identified the most important tasks of the day. Not 10 tasks. Not 20. Just a few meaningful priorities. The goal was clarity. Because a distracted mind struggles to make progress. When you know exactly what matters, decision-making becomes easier. Your energy stops being wasted on unnecessary choices. You become focused. Purposeful. Efficient. This single habit dramatically reduced mental clutter. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, I felt prepared. And preparation creates confidence. Not the loud type of confidence. The quiet kind. The kind that comes from knowing you have a plan. A Stoic morning is not about achieving perfection. It is about creating stability before the chaos of the day begins. And that stability becomes a competitive advantage in a world full of distraction. Perhaps the most powerful lesson I learned from my Stoic morning routine was this. You cannot control everything that happens today. But you can control how you begin. That realization changed my perspective completely. For years, I believed success depended mostly on external circumstances. More opportunities. More resources. Better conditions. But the Stoics taught something different. The quality of your life is largely determined by the quality of your responses. And your responses are shaped by the condition of your mind. That is why the morning matters so much. It is the training ground for everything that follows. Every morning is an opportunity to strengthen your focus. Strengthen your discipline. Strengthen your patience. Strengthen your character. Most people underestimate the power of small daily actions because the results are not immediate. But the Stoics understood that greatness is built slowly. One day at a time. One choice at a time. One habit at a time. A powerful life is not created through occasional moments of inspiration. It is created through consistent behavior repeated over months and years. The morning routine that changed my life was not complicated. It did not require expensive tools. It did not require perfect circumstances. It required commitment. Silence. Reflection. Gratitude. Movement. Planning. Simple practices repeated consistently. Over time, these habits transformed more than my mornings. They transformed my mindset. I became less reactive. Less distracted. Less controlled by emotions. More focused. More disciplined. More intentional. And perhaps most importantly, more peaceful. Because peace is not something you find. It is something you build. The Stoics understood this truth centuries ago. A calm life begins with a calm mind. A calm mind begins with disciplined habits. And disciplined habits begin with the choices you make each morning. Tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone, before you check notifications, before the world starts demanding your attention, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, How do I want to show up today? Not what the world expects. Not what other people want. But who you choose to become. Because every sunrise offers the same opportunity. A chance to start again. A chance to improve. A chance to strengthen your mind. And a chance to live with greater purpose. The Stoic morning routine did not change my life overnight. But it changed the direction of my life. And sometimes, changing direction is all it takes to change your destination.